Hey Chad, yeah, so today we're going to be doing a pretty trendy thing, which is a tier list, and this one is a life event one. So, first off, is being born. I don't know, it's kind of good, kind of not. Living sucks, but I'm generally happy with being born, so I'd say probably somewhere between B and C, so maybe, maybe let's go C, because there's plenty of fucking stupid shit ahead of me, and I had to deal with plenty of other stupid shit for years. So, C tier. Learning to walk, I don't know. I think that's a pretty good memory and a fun life event. To learn to walk is to become free in a way. So, and it's kind of fun. Yeah, you fall a few times, but it's still really fun to walk. It's like the first time you accomplish actually something. So I would say A, just because it's so good, but it's not an S, just because it's still in your younger days and you still have to fall, so it kind of sucks. But definitely an A tier. Falling so hard that you have permanent scars. I guess you could say it's kind of an S tier life event, because those scars will let you remember what you had in your childhood and how fun it was and how you could play with other kids and not worry about anything. But definitely an F tier, just because of how hard you fell and how it hurt. It was really bad, especially at the time you were a kid. You haven't felt such a pain in a long time, and actually never. So I'd say maybe somewhere in the middle, maybe in B, or yeah, let's go with B, because it's still fun to remember and the pain is actually temporary, so fuck it, whatever. Oh, and a bonus one is actually a bit more like, for me, it would be getting diabetes. I don't know, it kind of was a shittiest thing that could happen to me, so definitely an F tier. I really liked chocolate before that, and not being able to eat a lot of foods I love was really like, it really sucked. And I remember, especially from the stories my mom told me, I would wake up in the middle of the night going to the toilet because I would drink so much water because I was thirsty from like having diabetes, untreated diabetes. So yeah, I would say definitely an F tier, just because it fucked up my whole life. Yeah, exactly. So let's leave it there. Okay, then going up the age, let's go with getting your first crush. I would say that it would be like a maybe a C tier, just because your crush at first is probably like a cartoon character or something, or like some girl from kindergarten. So it's just like a dumb thing in your childhood where you like the person and you still don't understand your feelings, and it's fun, but it can hurt, and because you can feel really ashamed if someone like rejects you, especially in childhood. Children are quite ruthless and they have no filter. So probably in C tier, because it's still kind of fun, but mostly it just sucks and it's really one-sided. Oh, and then let's go with the first day at school. So first day at school, it's kind of fun. You get to know new people, and it's still like nerve-wracking and stressful because you don't know anything about the place, and you probably don't know most of the children that they're going to go to that school. So I would say probably a C tier, like a middle one. Yeah, it's really like a middle, because when you think about it, it's fun. It's fun. It's a new experience, and it's really interesting. But at the same time, it sucks because you have to start learning and all the other shit. You're still excited, but you know that something bad is coming for you. First kiss. I hope that most of you had your first kiss while still being at school. I would probably rate it like a good S tier, Because when you think about it, you had like never felt anything like that before, and it's still not sexual yet, but it's going into that territory while you're still a kid, so it's kind of weird, and you start to like experience weird emotions because it's the first time not your mom kissing you, kind of like a new experience for you. So I would say probably an S tier. Even if you're just playing a dare game like a spin the bottle or something, it's still really fun and exciting, and I really don't know any of the downsides that could come with it. Oh, and another bonus one is getting hit by a car. Probably just happened to me and like 5 of you. So it was really fun. I ran through a crosswalk and the car hit me, and I just fell. It really didn't even hurt. I was just a bit shocked, and even after that I wasn't hurt. It was just really, the car came out of nowhere. I didn't look, and I just ran off. I would say maybe a really good D, because it was still a shocking moment and was like first of those moments for me, but it really sucked. I was scared after that, so I don't know, it wasn't fun. And the joke was that my friend saw it and later called me, so yeah, that was a weird experience also, but it was really unique, I would say. So yeah, I would say D tier, not an F, because it was still kind of weirdly exciting, because you get the shock and the adrenaline for the first time in your life, but not something that I would really like to try again. Okay, and then let's go to the first real breakup. It happened to me at 9th grade, so yeah, kind of early to most of you, I guess. I would say it really sucked. It wasn't a good memory and not a great life event. Even though I learned some things after that, I still really hate it, and I don't remember with any fondness, even though I have some fondness for the relationship itself. The breakup, yeah, it sucked and it was messy and it kind of was shit. So fuck that. I don't ever want to be in love when I'm this young, if I go back in time or some shit. So definitely an F tier. Definitely an F tier. Oh, and getting drunk too young. Woo, that was a great memory as far as I remember, as far as I can remember. Actually, I'm quite good with alcohol and memories. I don't really forget that much stuff. But the first time, yeah, I don't really remember half of it. So yeah, as far as I remember, it wasn't that fun. I threw up a bunch, and yeah, it wasn't even that fun. Maybe at the start with my friends, being with my friends, but after that, yeah, I was quite young. I'm not going to say the actual age, but I was young. So yeah, getting drunk first time, not that fun. Maybe after that, when you know what's gonna happen, yeah, maybe. But the first time, I would say it was like a D, just because it was fun to be with friends and to hang out and to drink, especially at the start. And when you're that young, it's kind of weird and fun and thrilling. But after that, the consequences, they sucked ass. I didn't get caught by anyone, but not my parents or my siblings. But still, fuck that experience. Graduating school, yeah. I would say graduating school, it was kind of fun. I wouldn't say that was a bad experience, and I really like to hang out for the last time with most of those people. I never met them after school, after graduation, and it's been a few years, like yeah, for a few years, and I don't really know what to say. I would just think it was a really fun thing. I would say A, not an S, because some things were quite boring and I didn't care for some people, especially like getting my diploma itself. It was really hot. Yeah, but the graduation itself, like the party especially, it was really fun. I hung out with people from different classes, and the people that I didn't even really talk throughout the school years. So it was really fun, and like a felt like a finish line to something that I had to do. So yeah, I would say an A tier. And the last bonus one, I would say it wasn't like at the last years of my life, but I would say it was throughout my life. So it was a memory of getting into fights and to fist fights. I would say it was like it's like a strong C or a weak B, just because yeah, would lose some fights, you would get hit, and it's not fun, but at the same time, it's really cool, and we are men and we monkeys, and monkeys fight. I don't know why, it just feels good, like throwing rocks. Men understand that. Like throwing rocks into a lake, that's a great thing to do. So, some fights were lost, some were win, some were I would say in the middle, because people would interfere, especially as you're a small child. Uh, but I would say, in a way, as a retrospect, I would say it's a C. I would say it. So yeah, that's my tier list of life events to this point where I'm 21, and I see a lot of different ones, and I would say actually my life was quite good, but at the same time, it sucked ass. You get me. Yeah, you get me. So it's really fun. I hope you did this tier list with me, and I would like to see how you rank to your childhood memories and other life events, maybe someone's that are more personal to you. And it was really fun to think about the past and have a bit of a retrospect on my own life. So yeah, comment down below what you think of it and what are your results. So yeah, bye guys.